coming from the Futsu. But here we go, game 2 between RRQ versus Boom Esports. This is the SEA showdown for the last chance qualifier that we have for the Honor of Kings Invitational mid-season.
Yes, so don't forget to share the live stream or tag your friends if you do like what you see, because these two teams has been at it ever since Invitational Season 2, and this is all or nothing. So we did talk about the Futsu and that Xiao combo. They're actually here in the mid lane. Hello to Impressive. I've seen him utilize this here multiple times, but there's going to be a jump in and out at the farm lane.
Well, they're not going to be committing on those engages of yet. Pretty much our junglers in here are not yet ready. And at the same time, of course, number disadvantage, you have to take note of that.
Oh, they're actually here in the mid lane.
You don't want to give the first blood, right, onto your opponent. So just, and again, this is the last chance. You don't want to get wrong. You don't want to go wrong.
Exactly. There's no room for errors here. And we mentioned Pei. He has been making his way into the meta because this Roaring Tiger stance does help a lot. But RRQ, they're jumping in and out of Boom Esports terrain.
Well, RRQ, they do have that potential. Again, this is a Mai Shiranui, lots of diving potential as well coming from the Jing, so they definitely can do that. And this is what we're talking about. Something that is quite annoying from the Daciao, Sea of Fate. You can definitely just go back onto the base to just regenerate the mana and just annoy your opponent. Okay, I'm gonna go
Agreed.
for the last hit kill on him, or no.
Nada. Whenever they do use that, it's now you see me, now you don't. And it's very useful, honestly, with all of these team fights. But Gia does have a pretty standard and stable start for Lady Sun.
I wonder. Hold us stop, because the Blazing Brilliance will connect onto the lane. A lane will fall down. A nightmare ended up having a nightmare just within 3-minute game time.
Wow, there's a lot of pressure and priority definitely on the Clash lane. They really want to make sure Migi does snowball, and I think they did not. Well, the thing here is, if you are up against an lane, make sure that he can't do the Moonlight Flash play. And I think that is something that you could cancel if you are using Angela with the Chaos Cinders, and that's something Dragon was able to utilize. But looks like there's a lot of focus here on the farm lane. A lot of 2v2 actions, whereas the other members from different teams, they're strolling all over the map.
Yes, that is so true. But it seems like everyone's just converging on the bottom part of the map already. Will there be a potential 4v4? We do still have the 52-second game time to wait for the next objective. So I guess it's now just, making sure it's going to be something that they can play safely. But there we go. We now can see the Eye of the World proclaiming the rest of the members of Boom Esports in here. One will fall down. Gia is, but then again, will there be even more casualties because they are outnumbered in here? They don't want to make a mistake, but then again, Jing will actually go for the mirror domain, trying to go for the target, but damage is not yet enough. But they have to take note, Migi is also here, and they will fall back. Just one casualty will be enough for the meantime.
You mentioned this the moment there is a lock in on the Daciao, because the World Game, but mid lane there's gonna be a play.
There's definitely gonna be a play, but then again, not enough damage as if yet, coming from 663 on that Mai Shiranui, and I guess they're pretty much not ready. But for the meantime, we can see this 1v2 tussle ongoing. Oh, look at that! Unfortunately, that intuition did not connect onto
Toshi.
that Gia, but then again, the rest of the members of RRQ will try to give that backup play for the bottom lane part of the map, and they will get the position on to the Tyrant.
I think RQ does not want to hear my analysis. They just kept on jumping in and out of these lanes. But yeah, I think in the previous fight, Migi, Byron, Force Field Suppression, and Electrified Charge, it helped a lot to sustain and stop RRQ from making anything happen. But farm lane.
Oh no, the Dolia has fallen down. Jester F, I think that is a really well played intuition and Sage Might coming from the Futsu, and of course a follow-up damage coming from the rest of the members of Boom Esports. But then again, without Jester F, definitely this Lady Sun Gia cannot actually just overextend on the bottom lane part of the map, but it seems like Bai gonna be diving onto here. Will there be an ultimate coming in? Mirror Domain it is gonna be killing down two members from the side of Boom Esports, and that is the payback. They should have expected that, I suppose.
Shattered illusions definitely shattered any plan of Boom Esports to make a play down at the farm lane. You mentioned this mirror domain was used beautifully by Bai, and that is how you use a Jing. And while Toshi was not able to utilize the hero so much, as you can see, sila sa Melody being popped just so this Gia can maybe jump in again with the Lady Sun. Already has ultimate shell available.
Oh, look at that. Elaine did actually cancel the teleport of the Byron from
No
that
teleport.
part. Yeah, no teleport for you're not going to be backing up your teammates down bottom part of the map. But it seems like there is a backup incoming from Dragon. Look at the blazing brilliance connecting somehow. But then again, this is a very mobile Jing. Had to make use of his mirror domain to actually be safe from that potential death from the Angel. I love how he actually, did not overthink about having to use that. But then again, we have a fight ongoing onto the bottom lane part of the map. It is a 3v3 situation in here. Look at that Elaine Death at Sunset being used. But then again, the Futsu will fall down onto the burst damage coming up from 663's Mai Shiranui.
We saw the attempt, he showed Ryu engine, but we also did see the teleport being used by Impressive just to make sure that Toshi is gonna be okay, but he did go 6 feet underground because of that. So I think it's safe to say this is the closest early game so far.
Oh, you're all alone in there. No one is actually so strong up against 3 members coming from Boom Esports. He had to make use of the mirror domain. I thought he would be escaping, but he tried to go for a kill. Then again, to Noah 4. But for the meantime, you can see Death at Sunset being used already. However, one tower will fall down on the bottom part of the map. Hey, will actually kill off the Mai Shiranui. There goes the chain. Nightmare trying to survive. Will be able to get some HP regen to Noah 4 though, as he will fall down as well. And there goes the potential for a tower push from Boom Esports.
3 words. Leaping Tiger stands. The jungler from Boom Esports made that happen. Migi's life was kinda non-existent, but he made it happen. Except right now, he also got taken down. But hey, that's fight after fight. RRQ, they definitely want to match the aggression that Boom Esports has right now. But looking at the towers, things are pretty even. 1 tower down each team.
That's so true, and of course the comeback coming from the Jing killing of the pay. We have an objective up in here, and of course without AG6 that is not something Boom Esports can do, and thus they go for the pressure up in here to get an even better position on actually potentially securing the Shadow Overlord objective in here, or maybe they could potentially bait the members of Boom Esports, and this is what they're actually doing right now. Angela will fall down, however, onto the hands of that Jing. More members in here from the backline of Boom Esports, though, are actually being targeted. But then again, Gia will fall down, and there goes the rest of the members of RRQ trying to fall back because they don't have their main source of damage.
Did you see that? 663 Chohisatsu Shinobi Bachi was used just to cancel the blazing brilliance of Dragon. You have the farm laner down, you have the mid laner down. I think that's an even trade because they're damage dealers. They want to be safe, but no one is really safe if you have a Pei and you have a Jing in Honor of Kings, right? So I really love the adjustment that RQ did, and it looks like Boom Esports, they're holding on to what they can while making sure that Toshi and Impressive are safe. Hello!
Hello, yes indeed. Here we go again with another mirror domain, killing off the Futsu in there. Not enough backup, not enough members coming from the side of Boom Esports in here. They weren't able to utilize, of course, the ultimate, the Eye of the Whirlpool coming from the Daxiao. But then again, objective will this be actually secured? No, still unfortunately coming from RRQ. But there goes the chase. A lane trying to hit the back line. But then again, on the mid lane part of the map, we can see Jing trying to target one member from the side of Boom Esports to no afford though, because again, thank you to the teleport, Sea of Fate coming from the Daxiao. However, the tower will fall down into the mid.
Everything, everywhere, all at once, and I love it because that means they are thinking maybe they're thinking 2 to 3 steps ahead. They want to be able to make pickups. They want to make sure RRQ is busy as Toshi and Impressive make some play the clash lane, but there's gonna be a play here.
Uh-oh, look at the damage coming from Gia in here, just bursting down the life of a dragon. But for the side of Boom Esports, even though we have fights ongoing here onto the middle lane, there is of course a counter objective in here, a focus onto the top coming from the side of Boom Esports. But then again, is this Gia still going for the potential chase onto Miggy? Nope, he will just try to go for that clear on the minion wave in the mid. And then we have, of course, Nightmare gonna go for that defense onto the top side. I wonder if he's actually gonna be able to survive this one, because no, actually he'll be successful, but it's just of course Tatsiao as well as of course Futsu respecting that lane.
A defense is a defense nonetheless. At least he was able to clear the wave and he would take that win every time. So far I'm seeing a lot of good things happening to Lady Sun, to Gia. I mean, of course, Ultimate Shell and Frag Grenade is starting to hurt a lot. So maybe that's something Miggy would want to be wary of, because he is usually the one in the front line along as well as G6. But Dragon, he's too soft, okay? He really should be positioning better.
No, look at that knockback coming from Maiji Ranui, but then again he will fall down onto the hands of Miggy. Lady said no more into the map. 2 members remaining from the side of RRQ right now. The rest of them try to back away. Oh, look at that Nightmare will also fulfill now. It's just Bai all alone, and there might be the chase. Then again, the Daxiao has that movement speed buff, and he's gonna go for the knock up, but then again, I think Bai, you have to back away. You're all alone. It is gonna be a 3v1 situation if so in case.
Yeah, that's not something you'd want, but Will Forget has been activated here.
Oh, here we go! As just like what we have mentioned, I thought he would actually be backing away, but he decided to just try to dive in. I think there is a potential tilt happening already at this point in time, 12-minute game time, but this is not a good one. They lost the jungle, they don't have the smite for this vital objective in the game.
And another thing, they are really withering down the life of this objective. So it's a lot of things going so well for Boom Esports. The only thing I can see right now is Nightmare. He really has to focus down on Miggy, because what Electrified Charge on a Byron around 13 minutes, it's scary, okay, especially if they do want to focus down on Dahlia. But I do see a lot of priority on Gia and 663, so that's what Boom Esports is doing right now. On top of this Futsu Daxiao combo, just keep on pushing the towers, keep on making sure that you give space for your teammates. They're hiding in the bush though, don't tell anyone, they do not exist. They're trying to make a surprise attack, possibly. But so far, Boom Esports, I have to say, their team fight is a lot more better this time around.
That's so true. But then again, here goes the fight that we are actually expecting. 4v2 situation. We can see the Eye of the Whirlpool already has been used, but that's how will fall down. But the rest of members of Team Boom Esports is actually already in here, dishing a lot of damage. Oh, look at this CC coming from Miggy. Miggy going for the chase. But then again, you're going to be respecting the tower. You have to wait for the Vanguard to come in. And there goes it. Jester all alone in the game. He is the lone survivor once more. Is this a deja vu? Because this seems like it is. The Blazing Brilliance will connect, and there goes game 2. And congratulations to Boom Esports winning that round.
Another ace. Guys, I mentioned this. Nightmare, he had to focus on Miggy. It's like Boom Esports could hear me cast all the way here in the Philippines. So he is so good with this Byron, and like what I've said, they have a lot on priority on the damage dealers. There was a good attempt from Jester. He did pop in Ode, but you can't really push back a Byron. He would just chase you down, jump in, Storm Strike. It's a situation you do not want to be in. But that has been game number 2. Objective, macro, and micro. I think it really just went well onto Boom Esports. The picks, the draft, they made all of that happen. And with that in mind, they now have the series lead 2-0. They only need one more game to stay there in Riyadh.
It's just a match point. Are we seeing it for real? This is very surprising. But then again, we have the reverse sweep, what we're talking about, right? So there's still hope for the fans of RRQ in here. But yeah, I did see the Pure Sky as well being, I forgot who actually bought that, but then again,